So this build's going to be quite cool. It's a E36 M3 lightweight build, kind of a replica. It's going to come in 2 phases, which I'll go on to talk about. If you don't know what the E36 M3 lightweight is, just look it up. But in short, it's like US M3 engine, only 120 of them were made, Alpine white, some cool decals, a big wing, which is a bit controversial, aluminium doors, and seats. I think it used European spec rear springs, but it looks special, but it's not. It's just a collector's item. It's not really a usable track car in my opinion. So with this build, I'm just going to go for the looks of the lightweight and in time the mechanicals, but any E36 coupe shell is a good start. So let's get into it. So this is the new shell. It's a bit rough. Sorry for the traffic noise. There's only 2 things wrong with it for this conversion really. It's green and it's got a sunroof, but both can be addressed. Main thing is it's got something hiding in it, which you might know by that. Basically it's a clean coupe. It's got a bit of rust, but I'm not too worried about that. Paint's a bit flat in areas, but again that doesn't matter because it's getting painted. But someone saved me a job already. It's already stripped out pretty much. But if we look under the bonnet, someone has saved me a lot of work. So yeah, it's a 3-8 basically. It's been converted to manual, which I don't know if it's good or bad. If it was automatic, then it might mean it's had an easier life. And I've got a spare engine anyway with that M50 if anything goes wrong with this engine. But I'm excited to start this. First plan is just to strip it down, the body stuff, prep it for paint. I am going to try and paint this myself. It's not going to be perfect, but it's better than paying like £3,000 or waiting for a nice white one to come up, because they just aren't coming up for sale. Might as well start it. The battery was a bit flat, so I don't know if it'll start. Like I said, it is a bit rough, but we can try. That's smooth. It fires right up. Like I said, I don't know how much life's in this engine. There isn't much paperwork. It is a 3-8. But we'll have to see what happens. So yeah, I'm going to start tearing it apart now. Give it a quick rev. Not too bad. Let's see what happens. Other than the sunroof, it's got a cracked windscreen, but that's nothing major. Electric windows still work. So yeah, this is going to come in 2 phases. Phase 1 is the car I just showed you. I'm going to get the body and the chassis how I want it. So I'm going to start sanding it down. I'm going to try and paint it. Get the wing on. Get the M Sport, at least the front bumper on. You can buy copy ones quite cheaply off eBay. What else? Coilovers, make sure the brakes are in good order. But the car is pretty much good to go. It's already stripped. I'm going to get my bucket seats in. So from my crash BM drift car, I have a lot of parts that I'm going to put on this. Now, if you didn't watch my other videos, this was my drift car. Well, it still is my drift car. It still runs and stuff and drives, but it has a lot of body damage. I hit a wall. I don't know if you can see on camera, but that's a straight chassis leg, and that's a bent chassis leg that wrapped around the radiator. All those are bent. The radiator's not in the best shape, but the M50 is here, and I'll show you the rest of the damage actually. So there's lots of parts I can take off this car, that's the whole point. And I don't really want to do drifting, a drift build. Again, I've got the track bug, but that's where the car hit the wall. The car actually still starts. I'll show you that now. It's a bit tricky with one hand. So for some reason it's got a good battery, and see, as you can see inside, it's like I'm taking all these seats, steering wheel, you know, there's dash. There's a lot of parts that I'm going to need for the conversion anyway, but let's get right into it. There you go. So I won't run it for too long, but the engine's perfectly healthy. So yeah, I'll shut it off and talk some up. And cue the time lapse. The best thing about this car, it's already got a 2.8, so I don't have to put my M50 in it, and I'm just going to run it till it breaks. So that's phase one. Just drive the car mechanically really as it is, get a feel for the power. You know, I haven't done track days a lot really. What else? Sort the body out, like I say. So the paintwork is, the whole point of the lightweight is for it to be white, and I gave up looking for a nice white one. It was just, I think in the 6 months I've been looking at them, maybe one came for sale. So I'm going to try and sand this down. I know all the good paintwork, all of it's in the prep. So I'm running out of light here, but phase one, like I said, get the chassis sorted, get the paint sorted, get the body sorted. You know, look at brakes, make it just a normal track, out of the box track car. It's already stripped. Phase two is going to be get the full running M3 E36 M3 running gear. So I'm going to look for like a rusty M3 or someone breaking one, and you know, going to get the good bits like a LSD, the 3.2 or the 3 litre, you know, individual throttle bodied engine. Maybe mirrors and stuff like that. Lots of good bits, but you know, it's going to take money to save up for that, mainly the engine, and then I think it'll slowly evolve. But I want to start taking this car to pieces and getting it ready for paint. That's going to be a challenge here, but we'll see. Right, that's enough talking. Let's get down to doing. So stripping it down, ready for sanding. I know these videos are going to be a bit hit and miss. A lot of it's due to me coming back from work and working on it in the dark, and you don't really want to see that. As you saw in the last clip, I just removed the body panels and I've started to sand it now. It's not fun, but it's easy with a hand sander, electrical one. But this came today, straight from Poland, and the lighting's not very good, but I'm actually quite surprised by the quality. It's £85 and it came with the lip as well. I'm just going for looks with this bumper. That's the whole point of getting an M3 bumper, or M Sport, whatever you want to call it. And it's obviously already primed, so just need to scuff it up and paint it. But it's given me quite a lot of motivation, this. I also want to get the BMW light number plate delete. I think that'll look pretty cool. Yeah, the only thing that doesn't fit really well is the grille, but you can kind of seal that in. So, but the main test is obviously how it fits on the car, so gonna get on with that. So you have to excuse the noise and how messy it is, but E36 is coming on quite well. As you saw in the last part of the clip, I stripped, the bits out for painting, lights and stuff. I've sanded it down. It's going to need a bit more, but like I said, it's not going to be the best paint job in the world, but it should be presentable. Better than the spray paint, that's what I'm going for. Sanding's a nightmare. Do you have a clip of it? Like that. So I'm going to throw the bumper on, piece it all together basically, just so I've got places to store stuff, and then I can start masking it off after I've done a bit more sanding, and then primer will come at some point, where I'm getting quite nervous now. Yeah, I'm not going to film me sanding it because it's really boring, so we'll see how it goes. Let's have another go. So this rain's pretty bad, but that's what the car looks like, very vaguely mucked up with the bumper. It's already so much better. Just need to clip that side on. I know it's not good to sand in wet conditions.